Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin Dorn. I am the instructor for HRD 631. I want to welcome you to the class and the spring semester at USM. Over the next few minutes, hopefully in less than 10 minutes, I will give you an overview of the website, maybe give you a snippet, a snapshot of the syllabus, and cover just some other information about our class this semester. I posted an introduction to myself in the discussion area, so I won't spend any time on that, but I will mention it once we get into the content for week number 1. So to familiarize with the course, first thing I'd suggest you do is get online and actually play around with the website. Play around with Brightspace for those that have used it before and or those that have had me in other classes as a professor. Feel free, you probably know the format, but if not, I suggest you come into the website or Brightspace, and as you can see what's on the screen, this is what the Brightspace page looks like. I'm going to hit Course Home, and as you can see it's the same here. Come down and there's various modules. Over here is a schedule. These pretty much are what is due. It picks up the dates that I put in for various assignments, and we'll have plenty of time to talk about assignments. So I'm going to go to a different view. If you come over to content, right here, this gives us our module 1, week 1, and as you can see the symbol over here, this page is not available at this point. It will be on Sunday, January 24th. Over here we have the syllabus, bookmarks. You can do various bookmarks, the course schedule, and there's other materials. I suggest you start here. Welcome, navigating the course, my contact information, general course information. What are we doing this semester? And I will talk about that in a minute. There are some other materials that you can't see right at this moment, but the view that you're looking at is what's considered the instructor's view. So you can see something like this, the learning autobiography assignment, which isn't due until basically the end of the class. You can't see at this point, but I have all the materials ready. From a practical standpoint, I really only release 1 week at a time. Now, the format that I follow, I'll give you an example. So, right now, I'm in Module 1. I will make this available before our class starts. Actually, it will be available on January 24th, 1 day before. So, in here, this is kind of the format that I use. I won't do an introductory video. There might be a lecture in there, but a lot of what I do with the introductory video every week, I'll send it out usually Sunday morning, and it gives an overview of what we will be doing, what's expected of you in detail. If you have any questions now, in week 1, week 2, any time in the semester, please reach out to me. I'd rather you reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you can set up a Zoom meeting with me, you can email me, any way that works for you. So we're easing into this course. I know we have some people that this is their first class at USM. I want to welcome you specifically. We take it a little easy in the first week, so please cut yourself a break. If you're not getting something, I'm here to help. So as you can see from this action, this is for my own use. The video that I'm recording right now will be right here. So what are we doing this week? I want you to post an introduction to yourself or about yourself to this discussion area. I'll show you where that is. If you want to do it an audio version or you want to attach a file, that is up to you. I'd like you to read 2 electronic reserves articles, which I have included in this week's material. Learning Stories of Our Own by Larson and Brady, and Redeemed from Time by Brady. And that's the reading. 2 articles, and then the discussion post. I do mention here, we do have a big class. This is one of the bigger classes that I've taught, HRD 631. This week we are using a discussion post, maybe like what you used to in previous classes and or with Blackboard if you've used that before. The format of the discussion post is I really would like you to do your initial discussion post by the end of the day on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'd also like you to comment on at least 2 other students' posts. So where do you find the materials? So in the introduction up here, there's going to be a video and some instructions. HRD 631 welcome video. Once again, I'll have the video here, things to do. So here's the video. Required reading for the week. I previously mentioned that there are 2 articles. Here are the 2 articles. You can click on those and you'll get the PDF versions. Let me go back. So in addition to the videos, the to-do, sometimes I put in more detailed information in here about what it is that we're going to be doing in the week. But in week number 1, module 1, there's really 2 things. There's 2 readings, and as you can see, there's the readings, the discussion. So there's two actually discussion posts. There is this one, class introductions. The way you do that is you click on the introduction, and then you're going to start a new thread. As you can see, I already put something up here. It's my introduction and my picture. There's a couple pictures in there. You don't have to do any of this. You can keep it on any level that you want, and I just included a couple of things on me. So you come in here, hit start a new thread, type, attach files, do whatever you're going to do. You could also do an audio, and then you submit it, and then it will show up here. Let me go back. Go back down to the bottom. Also, the discussion forums, writing a learning autobiography. So read these articles, and then post your thoughts to this discussion post about writing a learning autobiography. I'm going to click on that just so you can see the format once again. So any thoughts that you have about writing that, about this final assignment. Now I understand you don't have a lot of information on it, but what do you think about Brady and Larson's articles? Do you think towards the end of the class you will be able to write your own learning autobiography? We will be talking about that quite a bit in the upcoming weeks, but you don't have to go overboard with this. I usually say about 100 words would be fine, maybe even a little more than that or a little less. It really is up to you. So that is it for week number 1. I'm going to go out, return back to where we were, and I'll give you a snapshot of week number 2. So if those want to get going on any kind of reading, you will be able to. So week number 2, and once again I will have detailed information on this, learning objectives, week 2 readings, PowerPoint presentation, introduction. So in week number 2, we will be reading chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Now that hasn't been updated in here, but it will be. And I'll show you where a schedule is that you can follow coming up. If you're interested at any time about where are we in the course, you can go to the syllabus and you can get the information. So here we are. I'm clicking on the syllabus. The adult learner, here's the syllabus. All of the information comes up. My contact information, it's all also over here. If at any time you have questions, please reach out to me. Our course runs in these dates. We have a course Zoom meeting. It's an optional meeting. I'm going to be holding those every 2 weeks. The first Zoom meeting is February 3rd at 6:30. I will send information out on, I'll send you a link for that. These are not meant to be all-inclusive. You do not have to even attend, because if you can't make it, I will record whomever is there and post it to our Brightspace page the next day. Here's a schedule of our class. For those that are used to a more traditional semester, you're used to a spring break, we do not have one this semester. We're starting class early. We're starting class later than normal, and we are ending about the same time. But in here you can see there's a few 1 days off. No work is expected on those days, although we are adult learners and you can decide to work or not on your schoolwork on that day. A lot of information in here. Once again, my contact information, and I'm going to show you some of the important parts. So this course, for those that have taken HRD 600, this is a different course than HRD 600. This course examines the broad theories that support adult learning and adult education. At the end of this program, you will come out with your own version or your own philosophy based upon what adult learning is. And I encourage you to take a look at all of these 3 sections about the course, goals for the course, and major questions driving this course. I will have more information on this coming up. This is meant to be just an introductory video. Course outcomes are in here. Expectations, Oh, got out of queue here. Let me go up. Okay. Academic integrity, basically, please do not plagiarize. Don't copy from other people's work. I'm most interested in your work. If you do use somebody else's work, please at least mention and cite it as if you cite something from me or a classmate, just mention it in your post somewhere. It doesn't have to be perfect APA formatting or any kind of format, but I'd like to know where it is. It just saves everybody a lot of aggravation. Here's our text and the assignments and when they are due, but I wanted to jump down here to the schedule. No, sorry. You can see there's an awful lot of information in here. So down in the syllabus is our schedule. So what are we doing? So to give you the nuts and bolts of week number 1, we're at week number 1. These are the topics. These are the readings. And by next Sunday, our week runs from Monday to Sunday. By next Sunday, the end of Sunday, do your class introductions and week 1 discussion posts. I just went over those. Week number 2, if those that want to get going, what are you going to do? Well, these are the topics we're going to be covering. And in our text, these are the chapters I'd like you to read. Chapters 1, 2, and 3. There's also a YouTube video from Rebecca Platts, and I will have more information on that. But some people are interested in getting a snapshot of what's coming up, and or you might have some extra time. You're curious, okay, what comes after that? In week number 3, this is the topic, and this is the reading. We'll follow this format, the same thing throughout the semester. So the schedule for the class is in the syllabus. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. You'll quickly find out I'm not perfect. There are probably some errors here and there. There's a lot of information in this course, and there's a lot of layers to it. So if you see something saying, hey, you mentioned blah, blah, blah date, it doesn't seem correct, please shoot me an email, and I will not be offended. And, I welcome, if you see something that isn't quite right, just let me know. So that is it for me. I want to, personally welcome you to the class. I wish you the best of success this semester, and I look forward to learning alongside of you for the next few months. Good luck to you, and we'll see you online soon.